back to Live Darts Iceland. Try that again. Welcome back to Live Darts Iceland. We saw a cracker of a match.
Kevin, we're live.
In which Alan Suter,
whenever you're ready, we can start.
Yeah. Victorious.
Bullseye first, yeah.
Over Tom Bourne.
Tom
Bourne
you hit the random.
a cracking game of
50,
darts.
50, so
he started off well.
So straight off, yeah.
Yes.
In terms of averages.
Cheers.
But Tom just took his foot off the gas ever so slightly. Which means Alan Suter is going to be playing the winner of this one in the quarter-final. Giving you a double header tonight. It's not something we did very often for the IDA. But yes, it's going to be a decent game. I've been researching a little bit about Kevin Lane. Fun fact for you, he's played at Q School every single year since 2014. He made a couple of last 32s. He's played Challenge Tour, every Challenge Tour event this year. And other Challenge Tours from previous years as well. Isle of Man 60. He's played in. So, Kevin Lane knows what he's doing. Kevin Lane, of course, his board is on the left-hand side of the screen as we look at it.
100.
Matty playing with that 180 Gladiator 3 board on the right. Matty is one of the winners of the previous 4 events. He actually won the first event and made the final of the second.
95.
Matty of Iceland, Kevin of Wales. Yes, I've commentated and seen Matty an awful lot, but I think this is my Kevin Lane debut.
100.
Kevin started in this one. 3 out of his 4 visits have been tons. Impressively enough, he's down to 141 after 12. It's not going to take out now. This would be a bit of a steal here for Matty. That being said, I said 3 out of 4 visits were tons. The same applies for Matty. 3 out of 4 visits have been tons for him as well. The one that wasn't a ton was the small matter of 95. So Matty has worked hard in this leg as well, both averaging above 90 at the moment. 106 here. Oof, when he's just missed tops inside. Just. Has given Kevin Lane 2 darts at 16s here. That's just inside.
Last start.
That's just outside. By the looks of things, unless my eyes are deceiving me, ever so slightly blurry. But it looks to me as though that was inside the 8 and that was outside the 8. Well, I guess we'll wait and see. Just wait for Dark Connect to update. If it says 1-0 Kevin Lane, you know that's in, but to me, I think it's just out. Nope, it was in fact just in. And there you go, a very decently thrown dart. And I believe you can hear the players calling out their scores. I haven't actually got that facility, just the way the technology works out. What I do have the facility of seeing is those 2 averages. Well, both mid-90s. Sorry, one mid-90, one mid-80. Both mid-90/80. We'll take that any day of the week.
140.
And we've got Stephen saying, come on, Matty. Callum saying, come on, Kevin. Both players have been around, both know what they're doing, both have been at Q School. Matty's first ever Q School experience was this year.
100.
Kevin Lane has been at all the Q Schools, or many of the Q Schools. Just checking his darts database profile. And he's got a little bit of experience, has Lane.
95.
Regardless, I do think this is going to be a good game. I think it'll be a decent workout for both. Matty, of course, will want to make it
60.
A duo of titles. But will have to stop Alan Suter. In fact, whoever wins this will have to stop Alan Suter in the quarterfinals.
60.
Alan does appear to be favourite to making it 3 back-to-back titles. He averages 90s regularly.
139.
He even averaged 102 2 weeks ago. That was the first time I ever came across Alan Suter, and let me tell you, it was rather spectacular. 62 here for Kevin Lane to take the second leg. Would also be a break of throw because Kevin did have that first throw. Well, it looks like it's in the single six, which would be 16 for tops if it is in the single six. But as my vision told you in the last leg, it's not overly accurate. I think it is here. Double top.
Last dart.
Good darts.
And that looks to me sitting. Yes, it is. Just flicking a dart to show you it is in.
Cheers, Pop.
And that is 2-0. In pretty quick time as well. Both of these players having a good start. Are we going to see the third consecutive game where a player has played out their skin and still lost comfortably? By comfortably, I mean 10-4, 10-5, 10-3, that sort of thing. Both averaging in the 90s. You don't see Matty average 91 very often and be in a position where he is losing to nil. Not something that happens
95.
very often.
60.
Kevin opening with a 95. Matty cannot respond with a
140.
treble. So Kevin is looking to make this an early doors 3-zip. Beautiful ton 40 of his own there. Beautiful stuff.
60.
Oh, and he's in the treble again. It is
140.
Kevin Lane. Oh, he's having a bit of a leg here. A small matter of a 1-2-5 average in this leg. 95 ton 40 ton 40. Matty's consistent.
60.
He's got a 180, but he's split that between three visits. 60, 60, and 60. Kevin Lane then wants 1-2-6. Needed a treble, didn't need a treble 19. Got a shot at ball.
58.
He might well have gone for it, but has plenty of time on his side as he leaves 68 after 12 darts. Is Matty going to hit back to back 60s? He is indeed. Double 4 to make it 3.
Oh, come on.
And
60.
outside both darts. But needn't panic, needn't worry. And look where Matty is, back on that 2-6-1. Could do with a couple of trebles. Isn't going to get to a finisher now.
26.
So maybe a possible error of resignation in this leg. Not the worst idea. You might as well not waste your good visits. But then again, the pros will tell you never give up. Never give up. It's possible they miss.
Oh, come on.
As Kevin Lane has just shown there. That is now 6 missed darts at double.
Come on.
And Matty's still away.
45.
Still not on a finish. He's given Kevin 9 darts at double and counting. Well, after these, it will have been 9 and counting. Is... No, I thought I... No, ignore the is there. That's outside the 2. It looks like it's inside the
Last
single.
start, mate.
So Madhouse.
Well done.
Oh, what a great
Oh.
shot. Just waiting to triple check that's in. I think that's in. And I think that's a great shot. It is in. Beautifully struck. Beautifully aimed. Right in the bottom right-hand corner. I like that one a lot. 3-0 now in favour of Kevin Lane, the Q School regular. And there we go. We now start to see deviation in the averages. We saw mid-90s or low 90s for both after a couple of legs. But no big score in there for Matty.
140.
Drops that average down. 3-0 in favour of Kevin Lane, the Welshman, the sole Welshman. We've got a Welshman. We've got an American. No Dutch people in this one. Patrick Buss has not entered. Maybe the bus was late. Excuse the pun.
Come on. 45.
Well, Matty had a great opening visit with a 140, but can't follow up. And but for the 140, he's not been finding the treble with much
140.
regularity. Talking of 140s, that was good from Lane. That was real good from Lane. Matty'd love to fill the bed again. That looks like a nice dart. 140 be all right.
100.
100 will have to do. 216, 261. Swap the two digits and you have identical scores.
140.
Another ton 40. 100 followed by back-to-back ton 40 for Kevin Lane. He is on a 12 darter here.
100.
Matty needs another. Doesn't get another, but he is on a finish. But first dibs goes to Kevin. Remember, this is the Matty throw. This would be a break. Couldn't find the treble 17. So no shot at bullseye for Kevin Lane. That looks like it's in treble 20 last start. In fact, it was. He's back for double 12 if Matty can't get 116. He likes to go downstairs wherever he can. He's going to get himself one shot.
Yep.
Oh, and all he needs is one shot. Beautiful hold through there for Matty Fridriksson. Takes out 116. Really well done there. His back was up against the wall. He lost the last, in fact, the first and the last 3 legs of that game. But stops the rot. And holds his throw for the first time. Kevin Lane 3, Matty Fridriksson 1. Once again, the winner of this one is going to be taking on the machine. Not James Wade, but Alan Suter. Suits from Scotland. Who's thrown in some cracking averages over the last couple of weeks and the last couple of nights as well. 97 yesterday, finishing on 164. 96 today.
140.
That was a nice 140 there from Matty. That keeps him very much interested in this leg. It means Kevin needs to hit a treble here.
100.
Well, Matty's got a baby girl.
60.
And I've got a feeling Matty's baby girl has just commented on Facebook.
Come on, blue boy.
Could she be the first ever baby to comment and to watch our live streams? I'm guessing so, because we've got Helga Matthías Dottir. And in Iceland, it's generally the father's name followed by son or Dottir. Unless it's just a coincidence.
26.
Unless it's another Matthías Dottir. Either way, whoever you are, it's lovely, lovely to have you watching. Matty Komasvo, I think that means good darts, or come on Matty, something like that. I'm sure one of the Icelanders will be able to translate for me. As we see nip and tuck in this leg. Kevin Lane, I think he just missed the bullseye there. Would have left him a finish. And Matty swayed into those treble 5s. Not particularly helpful for him either. It means they're both on 175, and the advantage is with Kevin Lane, who has the darts.
134.
Well, that's some good arrow throwing. He's had a couple of treble 19s. It was 134, leaving on 41.
59.
So on the 20 darter is Kevin Lane. 9 for double 16 it is. If he doesn't get this, look what Matty's on. Look what Matty's on. I think that's in. I think
625.
he's got it. Well, actually, no, he hasn't got it, actually. I changed my mind halfway through that. Well, he needed a treble... Oh, he needed the treble 19 there. And if he got it, you rather think.
56.
Probably. Would have got his shot at tops. All irrelevant now, as double 8 is needed for Kevin Lane. That looks like it's in the same pinhole as the last effort at double 8.
Come on, man. 8. 12.
Missed 8s inside, missed 4s inside. So Matty's got a real chance here. A real chance to break.
Yes,
Top gets tops. That's his second leg where he's hit tops first start of asking. In fact, that's his second leg full stop. And we're looking a little more even now. Matty is going to be throwing. Before he does, have a look at the information about the Winmore Iceland Open and the Iceland Masters taking place 4th, 5th and 6th of September. All the information is here shoot.is/en if you'd like to register, find out some information about the event. It's going to be good, as we just missed Matty getting 44.
Come on, blue
I think
man.
you'll forgive me.
21.
Well, believe it or not, 44. Significantly better than the opening for Kevin Lane, only starting with 21. That's the sort of darts that I throw. Talking of darts that I throw, I'm very proud to say
76.
that I've been throwing an awful lot of darts since lockdown. Awful lot. Give me something to do. I enjoy it.
100.
Still useless, but at least I'm consistently useless. Anyway, the other day, I ordered some new darts. I will say I'm not sponsored or endorsed by Target whatsoever.
100.
I thought these darts looked lovely. They're the Target Belied, their new range of darts with lovely yellow flights, yellow shafts as well. I went for the 05 in 22 gram.
140.
Needless to say, within half an hour of throwing my darts, I pinned in a 180. My second ever 180 ever, and my first 180 in 15 years.
100.
Glenn Mullen has just commented saying good darts. I can only assume he's referring to Matty's 60 or just the general darts we can see now. He could well be referring
81.
to my 180 that I'm oh so proud of. Well, Kevin Lane has left himself a bogey, which means Matty's got
140.
6 darts, sorry, from this 181. He went into a single one with that Kevin Lane. A straight ton would have been all right. Even a bounce out would have been all right, you know, but 159 is not going to be doable. So Matty looking to hold his throw here.
127.
Well, he's going to get, surely it's single one and double top first dart of asking. Double top first dart of asking.
Oh.
Oof, that's between the 2 and the 0 there.
Ah,
Not
21.
time on the trot. And that might well be punished here from Kevin. Remember, Matty needed that, because that was a Matty throw. Double 8.
Second dart, pop.
I'm done.
Beautiful.
And it is game shot with the second dart. That second dart was in double A. Let's have a quick look at these averages and some of your comments as well. If you'd like to drop a comment on our Facebook, just on the live video on Facebook, I guess, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch or Periscope as well, feel free to do so. I get everything up ahead of me. Stephen has said, well done, Robbie. I'm guessing, referring to my darting prowess.
140.
In the 180, which is very good. Love to see a couple of 180s here. Would be nice. Would be very nice indeed. Oh, talking of subscribing, by the way, we've got a few different
81.
videos that I've recorded. I'll play it after the completion of this leg. Some little videos. If you've been watching the last game and yesterday's final as well, you've seen we've recorded a few little videos to add to our live stream just to give it a bit of flavour, a bit of spice. We've also added a live darts Iceland ice board, dart board, that I'm going to be featuring in the background.
$59.
97. We left him on a finish. Still is on a finish, but not a particularly inviting one. That being said, no pressure to take it out.
60.
So we may well give it a shot. Treble 9, 20, then 19, then bull. That looks like it's in the 20s. That looks like it's in the 3s.
60, 70, 74.
Matty is way back on 300. So plenty of darts for Kevin Lane.
60.
Treble 19, double 18 perhaps. Just teeing it up, all he needs to do.
40, 50,
53 scored. We'll go back for clean darts at tops.
$85.
Sorry, pop. Sorry.
Well then, 3 darts at tops for Kevin Lane.
No score, mate.
I can't see, I don't think, based on the angle, that's gone in. It hasn't. So this will be some shot, let me tell you. Oh, and it's not going to happen now. Needs 2 trebles to get a shot at usually number 19. I do remember seeing Jamie Caven once upon a time going something like with the 15s or something, ending up on the bullseye, getting the bullseye. Double 10.
Second half.
Double 10 is there at long last.
Well done.
That now puts him halfway there, 5-2 up. Well, feel free to subscribe to all of the channels we have here at Live Darts Iceland. Here's a very, very good-looking man called Robbie Dove telling you how and why.
We're not just on Facebook, we're not just on YouTube, we're on Twitter, Twitch and Periscope as well. Search for Live Darts Iceland, get involved, subscribe to all of them, and don't miss a second, and don't miss a dart.
Thanks for that, Robbie. Don't
96.
miss a dart, don't miss a minute. Subscribe. Yeah, but no, in all seriousness, I do hope you're enjoying the content we like to put out for you. Unfortunately, there is no IDA shootout next week. This is the last event
60.
in this series. I'm sure it'll be back. It's been a success. A success in Scotland. An all-Scottish final yesterday. Alan Suter,
60.
Scott Campbell. Both played magnificently. And it's been a success all around. Lots of Icelandic players. England, Iceland and Scotland being the 3 winners so far. Tom Ball, Matty Fredrickson, Alan Suter being those players. And Matty looking to pin in a 180.
140.
It was a 140 in the end.
$100.
Matty looking favourite in this leg. It is a Matty throw.
Come on. 47.
So it would only be a hold of throw, but you need to hold your throws if you're going to win matches. Technically, that's not true. Technically, if you just break every single time, including the very first leg of the match, then you're going to win. But, you know, doesn't really happen very much, does it? Matty can't find a treble there. This could give Kevin Lane opportunity to leave something handy. Matty has left a useful ton. Now he's a double sort of guy, is Matty. So if this is not particularly inviting to follow, he may go tops. Oh, fantastic. Forget tops. Instead, 20 double 10.
Yep. Second 3.
Good dart. Good dart.
Thank you.
That to me looks like it is flush in the top left hand corner of the bed. It is indeed. And that was a very, very good ton for Matty Fredrickson. Let's have a look at some of these averages. Kevin Lane within those 80s.
140.
Matty Fredrickson a little shy of the 80s, as Kevin Lane pinned in a beautiful ton 40. A great way to respond after your opponent's taken a ton out.
$43.
Only 43 to follow up his ton 40.
57.
He's let off the hook by Matty, though.
$58.
Come on. 100.
That was a good first start from Matty. The second two were slightly flyer-esque. Not particularly near the treble. So Kevin Lane needs a ton here or something like that.
60, 80.
Something around the ton mark would have been nice to get him down to a finish.
100.
100's all right, but Kevin's got at least 6 darts here from 180. Well, is that ton 40?
100.
If it's a ton 40, that would be absolutely superb. was a ton, but that's still okay. Still absolutely apt for what he needs right now.
99.
99 of Matty's own has left him a ton for the second leg running. He might not get a shot at it. Double 10 here from Kevin. Oh, that looks like it's flush.
60, 70,
Flush
75.
into the 10. I've got a little line in my screen which is blocking ever so slightly. Oh, he's not going to do it again, is he? Matthew Fredriksson, exactly the same, exactly the same. Oh, and it was nearly
90.
exactly the same pinhole as the double 10. Just needed to be, I don't know, a few millimetres to the right.
No
Is that the
score,
18?
mate.
Is that a bust first start? Yes, it is. So Matthew Fredriksson, double 5. Oh, now this is a hard task. Double 2.
Nay. 8.
He leaves himself the madhouse. I don't think Kevin Lane's going to bust first start again. Well, he hasn't. Instead, he's hit the treble.
No score, mate.
And
Yep.
he
Second one.
Did I find that?
hits single one,
Yeah.
and Matty hits a double one. There we go. So, yes, well, that was 2 big missed numbers there from Kevin Lane, which is not ideal, but there we go. Would you like to get involved in the Iceland Open? Here's all the information you could possibly need. Quick, take a screenshot of it, and then you can have a look a little bit later. Dart.is is where your registration is. There's a hotel, the venue information there, and there's prize money available.
60.
500 quid for the winner. Can't go wrong.
$140.
Lovely ton 40 there, which is a bit of a punishment for that 60 of Matty.
41.
Matty can't follow up with a big one.
140.
Kevin Lane could power on with a big visit here.
$140.
Nice darts, Matty Fredriksson. That was a ton 40. I think he'd like a few more of those over the course of the next 20 to 30 minutes.
42.
So yeah, as I said, no IDA shootout next week. This is the last one in this sort of little series, but I'm sure it'll be back because it's been a great
100.
success. Instead, next week we're going to be showing you the Icelandic 301 Championship. That's going to be good. It's going to be quick fire. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. That's taking place in North Iceland, in Akureyri. So if you do happen to live in Iceland and you're not registered for that event, just get in touch with Matty. Perhaps you can register. Don't know the ins and outs of it. It might now be
43.
too late, but you can always ask. There is no harm in asking. Matthew needed 160 there, didn't do so. 86, another 18. Is that in the treble? It was in the treble, and that
Last start, mate.
Oh, well done.
is either in the treble 17 or the double. Sorry, double 17 or double 19.
Shit,
It's in the 17. Sorry, it's in the sevens. It's a great way to check out 86. 18, treble 18, double 7. That's 6-4. He's got 4 more legs to win. Matty needs to win 6. Is that straightforward? Dark Connect being a little slow. It's very, very good as Dark Connect, and you can follow all of the games that are streamed, and even the non-stream games as well, just at tv.darkconnect.com. Averages been pretty similar for the last few
95.
legs. Sort of mid-70s for Matty, low 80s for Kevin.
77. 92.
80.
$140.
Nice visit there from Matthías. That's a ton 40.
60.
Love another one. Love another one. 99. Second best prize. Well, he's done well switching with the second dart there. He is
59.
still thinking. He is thinking straight. But alas, not on a finish. And I think that's in the treble 7, so it's unlikely Kevin Lane
61.
will be down to something easy. Or something at all for that matter. Only 61 there. So it's surely going to be Matty first down to a finish.
Oh,
Just stay straight. Well, hasn't stayed straight. And he's used a 25 instead, which is a very good idea. 50 scored. 160. Excellent idea. Single 20 would have left 165.
59.
And Matty did get a first shot at this big 3-figure out.
60.
He isn't going to take it. It's down to a ton again for the third time. Kevin Lane looking to take 146. Might stay at the treble 20 if it is a nice marker. I love treble 20, treble 20. Double 13. I think it's a great way to go, but then again, I like double 13, so, you know. Well, his last two times he's had 100. Matthew Fredrickson has hit treble 20 first dart.
84.
95. So he's got to switch to 19s here. Oh, yes. Double 19.
Oh, 81.
Lucky. And every time he's had 100, he's had a shot at double. It's the first time he's not had two shots at double. Double 16, last darts.
Last
Oh, and it's there. Oh, and it's
Good
there.
darts.
Beautiful stuff there from Kevin Lane. Takes out 62, 10, 20, 32. It was a hold of throw. And it was a good one all the same.
Loads of action to come on Live Darts Iceland. We've got the Iceland Masters, we've got the Iceland Open, we've even got from Akureyri in North Iceland the 301 Icelandic Championship. That's going to be good fun, but for now, let's go back to the action. Oh, please subscribe to all our channels. Yeah, that's why I did this video.
I've got to think for putting my thumbs up after I've done a video. Don't know why.
66.
Very good second dart. First and third, not so good from Matty. Matty, who is currently averaging 76. Still, the one
60.
thing I can say is there is consistency with both players. And like, you know, I'm not ready to talk about players being not very good, but if I talk about
100.
myself, I've averaged 38 a good few times, which is not exactly anything to write home about. But I say at least it's consistent. At least I'm doing the same thing. It may be rubbish,
121.
but don't know why I just clicked that there, but there we go. There we go indeed. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. Don't know where you've been. You missed an absolute cracker
60.
of the last game between Tom Bourne and Alan Suter, the last two unique champions of this tournament. Or this series of tournaments, should I say.
60.
Both play very well. But a 10-4 scoreline in favour of Alan Suter, who is yet to lose a game on our IDA streams. Some achievements.
60.
That's a good one. Another one there, Kevin.
100.
Looks like it's a ton there. Looks like a useful ton. Was indeed. So once again, he gets a shot at 160. Is a big ask.
45.
Matty only pinning in 45 there. Means that he'll have to take the 170 if he's going to win this leg. Well, he won't necessarily have to, but it's possibly likely. Anyway, we'll get a shot at this 170.
45.
We'll get a shot at it. And it's not the world's best visit, only 45. Bullseye perhaps, or treble 18? As
98.
soon as I said bullseye, I realistically knew he was going to go 18s. He's been good on the treble 20s, Matthew, when he needs it. When he's on a ton, when he's on a finish. He's on 100. He hit 5 treble 19s, so his pressure trebling's been good.
20.
Scoring trebling
29.
needs to be a little more consistent. We have a Periscope, a Twitch viewer. Curty Bunts 11. Hello, hello.
Why?
And a rare miss at
57.
tops for Matty. He's gone that 72, starting on 16, so I think is a very good way to go. Matty showcasing why. You get a big single, you get another one, leaves tops. Easy. Easy. The more traditional routes. Before we see that bullseye. Oof, just outside. More traditional route, treble 20, double 6. But is double 6
61.
favourable double? You tell me. Good effort there from Kevin.
Yep. Second dart.
And very good effort there from Matty, who gets 3 for double 16 to take his 5th leg. The 12th leg of this match. It's first to 10, best of 19. Matty is halfway there. Curty Bunts, our Twitcher today. He's from Canada. Welcome, welcome. And he says, stand up if you love the darts. I would love to, but my microphone wouldn't quite reach me fast enough, so I have to remain sat down. But I can assure you I do indeed love the darts. If you'd like me to read out something of interest, or maybe just give me a bit of food for thought, all of our
95.
comments on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Twitter? Maybe not Twitter, but Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. They all get pumped onto my screen.
81.
Yes, thank you, Tom Bourne, who was the who was involved in our last game in which Alan Suter won in a great performance. He has highlighted a question I actually managed to miss from Paul
100.
Jordan. Paul Jordan has said, can anyone sort of play the tournament, or is it open to certain people? The answer is anyone. Anyone can play. All you need is
100.
a Dart Connect premium account, which isn't very expensive, Facebook Messenger, and a couple of devices to stream. But I must tell you, this is the last event in this series. I'm sure it will be back, Paul. So stay in touch. Stay, followed to our social networks, because I'm sure we're going to be showcasing the IDA shootout again. I think it's been a raging success. I was sceptical that first to 10 may be a bit too long a format. Turns out it hasn't been long enough. Take a look at our final yesterday. Take a look at the last 16 game that's just happened. They went far too quickly.
27.
Kevin Lane needs another 20. That's good for tops.
Last
Oh, that's beautiful. I knew that was going to go in. His darts seem to understack. Look at that middle dart. He seems to understack, so he's not blocked himself. That's a serious advantage of the understacker. There are drawbacks, but decent advantage. Decent arrows. And everything seems to be decent, I guess.
We're not just on Facebook, we're not just on YouTube, we're on Twitter, Twitch and Periscope as well. Search for Live Darts Iceland, get involved, subscribe to all of them, and don't miss a second, and don't miss a dart.
60.
There you go, you heard it there first. Don't miss a dart. It's worth subscribing. We're looking at changing some content as well. The Iceland Open and the Iceland Masters is taking place in September. Anyone is welcome to participate. Right in the centre of Reykjavik as well. Smack bang in the middle. Walkable to everything. I've been there myself, and I do like it.
58.
Matthew's going to need a couple of legs here just to stay within range, because 9-5 is There's a long way to come back from. 8-6. You know, still a big
137.
ask, but I think psychologically it's much more doable. That was a wonderful shot there. Wonderful 137 from Kevin Lane. Means Matty needs a ton. Really needed a ton 40. Ton 80 would have been even better. But 6 darts here for Kevin Lane to go within one leg of a quarter-final
140.
matchup between Alan Suter, which is not going to be an easy task in itself. And that was a 140 from Kevin. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Matty well,
41.
I thought that was in the single. It wasn't. So plenty of time for Kevin Lane to go 9-5 up. And this would also be a break of throw. Oh, I love that way. I love the bullseye routes,
Last
especially when you hit it.
Oh, good, good. Well played.
Cheers, Bob.
And in a second, we'll see if that's gone in. You might be able to see clearer than I. I've got a little distortion on my screen. That looks like it's in. The majority of the dart looks like it's in to me. Indeed, it is. Break of throw. Kevin Lane is looking to serve this one out for a 10-5 victory. We'll look at some averages in a quick second. When Dart Connect wants to play ball, there we go. Let's look at the averages before a leg was thrown in this leg. A dart was thrown, sorry, in this leg. 81.74 again.
100.
Consistency. I'm impressed. That is something that has impressed me from both players.
57.
$60.
100.
There's a ton from Matty. A useful ton. But really could have done with a little more than that because it is still advantage lane. That sounds like a road, doesn't it? Advantage lane.
100.
And Kevin is going to be going down advantage lane. If he can take advantage of his lead in this one.
100.
Back-to-back tons for Matty. It's all right. He might get a sniff at something, but has to rely on
64.
not hitting big scores. That was a bit of a mistake because it could well be.
140.
Oh, even better. I was going to say it could well be 3 back-to-back tons for Matty. In fact, it's a 140. So Matty is now going to get a chance to break through here, to break straight back. He did. He would be throwing to make it 9-6 then. There'd only be a 3-leg gap. Anyone can win 3 legs. Anyone can win 4 legs. 104. Well, treble 19. Needed the treble 19. Doesn't find it, but
57.
can clean it up because Kevin Lane is on 143. It is a big, big ask. And it's not going to happen now. Time will be good here.
59.
59 he'll have to settle for. So 20 leaves tops for Matty to break straight back. Double 10. Last dart.
46.
Wasn't what he was looking for. So then, are we going to see 1 match dart or 2 for Kevin Lane? 14 leaves bull. Nearly went for the treble. Nearly got the treble. Bullseye. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Just outside in the 25. If he's back, it'll be 9 for double 8. Might not be back in this leg. Double 7 for Matty to save his skin after already surviving 1 match dart. Well, it has to be aggressive here. Has to be aggressive.
No score.
I have no idea if that's in. Instinct tells me no. And him ripping the darts out also tells me no. 2 more match darts for Kevin Lane. Just inside there. And it was far too much inside. 2 major adjustments. Matthew's got 3 more at 7s. Something tells me darts will be thrown with a bit more conviction. Well, I was wrong. Now, I can't see if that's
No
in.
score.
It wasn't. He couldn't get much closer than that. The naked eye couldn't even see if that one was in.
Second.
That one, however,
Well played,
is
Ryan.
in. You can see it. It's
Oh.
clear. And it is Kevin Lane who
Hard
wins this one.
work.
10-5.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
thank you very much,
places in the
Matthías.
quarterfinals. Only the small matter.
It's a frustrating game.
Shooter. Decent game. Decent performance by both.
Well,
I
good
don't
luck
think
for
Lane
the
had
rest
just
of
that
the
little
tournament.
bit too much there.
No, thank you very
Now.
much, mate.
Now,
Thanks
now,
for
now.
it. Good job, mate.
Winmore,
In
Iceland
that
Open and
connection, you
Iceland
just need
Masters
to,
2020.
save.
Both take place early September. You can get involved. All the information's on your screen right
Oh,
now.
nice to it.
Prize money available, 500 quid.
And
That ain't bad,
I
is
think
it?
we're good to go.
That ain't
I
bad
think we're
at
good.
all.
Okay, pal. Thank you very
Again,
much,
It's going to
mate.
be good fun.
Well
It's going to be
played.
entertaining. Are we going to stream
Catch
it?
up
I'd
with
like
you
to
soon.
hope so. Am I going to be there?
Okay. Bye
It'd
bye.
be nice,
Cheers,
wouldn't
thank
it?
you.
But I haven't made any plans as of yet. Get involved. Get yourself a trip to Iceland. It looks like it's possibly. I mean, Iceland have sort of, their lockdown measures have been lifted, so maybe I'll be able to get a flight pretty soon. Hope you enjoyed that one. Very, very well done to Kevin Lane, who's going to be playing Alan Suter in the quarterfinals. And earlier, of course, Tom Bourne played Alan Suter in a great game. Alan won that one. Follow us if you can. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again very soon, probably, in fact, tomorrow. Darknet TV for all your updates on the IDA Shootout Event 5, the final event in this series.